Hey, want to skip those ads and get early access and bonus episodes of all Banana for Scale shows? Hop on over to truestory.fm/join and discover all the cool perks that come with being a member of the Banana for Scale family. Coming up on The Devil's Details, 6-7.
Are your kids doing that at school?
Yes.
Oh, really? My college kids do it as a joke, but then it's
okay.
Like, what's the difference? You know?
Yeah. I still don't know what they've explained it to me 6 or 7 times. And I still don't know what it means. It was some guy did it online, and
right.
It's like, well, yeah, okay, but wait, why did he do it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm still lost. Good morning, Star, and welcome to another episode of The Devil's Details, a show where we dig up, decipher, dissect, and deconstruct the many forms of the devil. One of my names is Lester Ryan Clark.
And I sometimes go by Keenan Diaz.
And we're just two lost souls hitchhiking down the highway to hell. And we are on chapter 7.
6, 7?
6, 7. Yeah. Of the book of Revelation, folks. You remember last time we met the 4 horsemen. Not 4 horsemans, as I previously thought, but yeah, and they were conquest, war,
right,
Ringo,
dopey,
yeah. No, conquest, war, famine, and death.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes they get swapped out, and we got pestilence instead of conquest, and we got. Well, no, I think he's the only one who gets swapped out.
That's the only one.
Yeah. All right,
but death
it's not that complicated, Lester. Yeah.
Death brings Hades with him, though.
Yes, Hades or hell, and both of those actually, yeah, Hades can mean 2 things, and hell can mean one thing.
Hell is a Norse character, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like spelled Hel. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And hell followed with him. Who'll follow with him? No. Hell follow with. I know who will follow with him. No. Third base. Yeah.
All right. Why don't we read some Bible verse here?
Yeah. But yeah, let's jump into chapter 7 of the book of Revelation. And I was a little rushed, so This is me reading this for the first time after a bit. Took the notes previously, but yeah. So here we go.
All right.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephthalim were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. The words don't mean anything anymore in my mouth.
You're almost done.
I'm done. Joseph is the last.
No, you have one more. One more tribe.
Of the tribe of Benjamin. Oh, right. Yes. Oh, no. Not he. Right. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000.
How many?
Are you asking me how many in total? Or how many for each?
No. We've already been told the total at the beginning.
Yes. Which I've already forgotten. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude. Just say that!
Hold on. This is scripture. I was warning you before we got on the air.
Okay.
This is scripture.
Can you tell we're trying this a different way, folks? All right.
Okay. A great multitude.
And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number. Yeah? Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I am going to hell. All right. And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands. Well, yeah, that's where palms are. No. I know. Palm leaves. I know. Just trying to be snobby.
Okay.
All right. And cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood around about the throne, and about the elders and the 4 beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces, and worshipped God, saying, Amen, blessing, and glory, and wisdom, and thanksgiving, and honor, and power, and might be unto our God forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb, which is in the midst of the throne, shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Well, there we go.
I was trying to warn you beforehand that I think saying out loud this chapter would make you laugh, and I was trying to avoid that. But you see what I'm saying. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, okay. This is that other song in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which did not make it. But my goodness. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So again, no experience with this one, right? Doesn't have any like beasts or devils or no horsemen or anything like that. How about you?
No, I didn't know this. I didn't remember this from Revelation. No.
Yeah, this isn't in any of the the modern apocalypse movies or the Left Behind series or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah. But okay, what do most people believe about this chapter? What is the popular interpretation? Seems like most people think that chapter 7 is an interlude between the 6th and the 7th seals. Well, yes. That part is actually true. And it has become one of the most debated chapters in Revelation because of the 144,000.
Right. 144,000 between the 6th and the 7th.
What's the actual number in that song?
I'm not gay enough. What is it? 500? 500? Oh, God.
Okay, so it's not 144. Because I was like, you sang it so well, and I was like, oh, did we find a connection?
No, it's 525,600, right?
Wow, that sounds about right.
I had to completely wash this 144,000 out.
Yeah. All right, so
it's down in there somewhere.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So who are these 144,000? Right. So okay, the dispensationalist or the evangelical view, right, which is the most common, the 144,000 are literal Jewish people. 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel.
What are those tribes again? I'm joking. Don't say it again.
Yeah. But they are sealed or saved during the tribulation, right? Either like after the church is raptured. Right. They become evangelists during the tribulation, preaching the gospel to those left behind. And they're protected from judgments. That's what the seal means. They're sealed. They're protected. They're all male virgins, based on chapter 14, verse 4, which we haven't gotten to yet, but we're gonna double back and talk about this part.
Right, because they talk about 144,000 again.
Aha. Well, there we go.
Yeah, and that's the question: are they the same 144,000?
Yeah. Right. Because John wouldn't do that to us, right? Like he wouldn't like talk about a whole nother 144,000 like people. Yeah.
Bart Ehrman, who I read, right, the Armageddon book and what the Bible really says about the end times, says that one of the reasons that he sees and that other people who do know the original Greek see that this should not be part of the canon of the Bible is that John is a really poor writer. And that when you translate it into King James or something like that, and they're trying to make it poetical and trying to solve the problems in the writing, it sounds much more competent than it actually is. But Broderman says that he's not alone with that. Says that, like, this is just a badly written book.
Okay.
And I think that I think that this chapter with that huge paragraph of saying the exact same thing over and over again with different names is maybe exhibit A in that. Yeah. So why do we need to say that 12 times?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because are we saying that some of the most epic lines as well are like they came out of like poorly constructed sentence? Because behold a pale horse and a pale rider, and the man that sat on him was death, and hell followed with him, and it was given unto him, power to kill a fourth of the world with sword and famine and with death, and that's like it. I mean, when you like coming out of the Bible, it sounds like it's like nobody dare question it, right? The emperor is fully clothed, but is that what we're saying?
Well, I mean, let me jump ahead to Revelation 14:3, for instance. So they're talking about a song that these people are singing. We don't know what they are, but the beasts are back, the four living creatures, right? And no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, semicolon, for they are virgins, which again is the same. That's just the same thing. We're saying the same thing twice.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I have a theory about this song that no man knows. So when we die and we go to heaven, at the end of all things, will we finally hear the Monster Mash?
Right. They do the Monster Mash for sure.
Yeah, but they don't sing it.
What is it? They don't sing it.
Anyway.
But anyways, yeah. So I don't know that. I don't know the original Greek. I'm not claiming to have read that at all, but that is it was fun for me to hear you read that out loud.
And I was trying to be serious,
I know. Yeah. But I had a good time.
Okay, well, good. As long as one person had a good time listening to us. No. But yeah, bottom line. So this people believe this sort of proves that God still has a special plan for ethnic Israel, separate from the church.
Right.
And remember, this was written before the actual physical geographical Israel was founded.
Right. Israel means to be with God or being in the presence of God, and then traces its lineage through Jacob, right?
Right, yeah.
Who struggles with God, yeah.
Yeah. Jacob, his other name being Israel.
Right.
He was also known as Israel, but most of the time his sons and his wives used to call him Dad. Yeah. See, I know Scripture. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Andrew Lloyd Scripture.
And Andrew Lloyd Scripture, yeah. So that's the evangelical view. The Jehovah's Witnesses actually have a different view. So the 144,000 are the total number of people who go to heaven, the anointed class.
And that's total.
Total, period.
Yes.
Okay, so they are spiritual Israel, so not ethnic Jews, but spiritually. They are of Israel, right? Or with God, right? Everyone else, the quote unquote great crowd, lives forever on a paradise earth, not in heaven. So like we were talking about, like the original belief, the original plan was that the Garden of Eden would expand and it would be a paradise on earth. So that would be the so Eden coming back, right? Only 144,000 will rule with Christ in heaven, right? So this is a literal number and a limit. This is central to Jehovah's Witness theology and governance. Their leadership claims to be part of the 144,000.
Right. So 144,000 since Jesus' death.
Right.
Yeah. And so the number that I saw is that, this is from 2024, that 23,000 witnesses who are alive today say that they are part of that 144,000. I
see. So have ones in the past been accounted for, or have we not yet reached the number?
From what I saw, the I don't know what they call them, but the official governing body of the Jehovah's Witnesses say don't worry about adding them up and don't get caught up in that because I think that would drive some people crazy. Yeah. Because then you just start going whatever, 3,000 of you were faking or something like that, and they're trying to avoid that kind of conversation happening.
Right. So we have a couple other fundamentalist views. Some folks see them as 144,000 literal Jewish male virgin missionaries, so as literal as you can get. Others see them as the first fruits, quote unquote, first fruits of Jewish converts in the tribulation. And still others identify them with various modern groups, right? Messianic Jews, etc.
Yeah, so apparently 144,000 is some important number in the ancient and medieval world. So I don't think I understood it enough to figure out why, but it's some kind of like perfect number again. I thought 7 was a perfect number or what have you, but this is 12 times 12 times 1,000, and that has some special meaning. So apparently that is not just big within like early Christians, but also potentially Islam. Like Islam has 144 people in listed in some places as well. So I don't know. So that's why we get that number. So obviously, if you believe in it as these are literal people, you don't think that we arrived at a perfect number and then worked backwards. But that's that question there. And, you know what a baktun is?
A baktun? No. Sure, I know what a baktun is.
Yeah. Bach made the best tunes.
Yeah.
He was the best at it.
That was great. Man, we almost missed that one. Oh.
But the Mayan calendar in 2012 switched to the 14th baktun. Where it went like 13.0.0. Like the calendar like hit this big round number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a baktun is 144,000 days.
Interesting.
Does that mean anything? It sounds like it means something, doesn't it?
We just keep on coming back to the number 23. No. Was it? Did I? Okay. Is that the one?
Yeah, you did. Okay, you did Nicolas Cage as it though, and it's Jim Carrey.
Ah, dang it.
But you're right.
Wait.
Number 23.
I'm dislocating my jaw. Hang on. The number 23.
That's very good, Lester.
But he's doing a serious movie there though, so it's not.
Right.
So he's more like the number 23. No, that's Tarantino. Anyway.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 2012,
he has 144,000 muscles in his jaw.
I don't know how he does what he does. Yeah, but so in 2012, we all thought the world was going to end, and I was like scoffing at people, but still kind of scared that night when I went to sleep. I don't know if you had the same kind of. It's like, of course, I probably
did. I can't remember, but I probably did. Yeah.
I had a friend who was literally like really actually worried and was like calling me up and really scared that the world was going to. But anyway, so that switched from 12.0, from the 12.000 thing, baktun to the 13th, and so everything evened out. So that was that. So we're in the 14th baktun right now. And it's 144 days. 144,000 days, sorry. Every 394 years. That's baktun.
Well, there we go. Yep.
But man, it just sounds like that must mean something.
Yeah.
All those zeros.
We gotta let's put a pin in it.
Let's come back next baktun.
Maybe that's what this is every time somebody comes across this number, they're like, let's put a pin in it. And we're just up here looking at all the pins. We're like, this has got to mean something. Yeah. Anyway. Modern groups. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the great multitude. Who are they? Us.
Everybody but the 144,000.
Yeah. So the rest of us. So what's the popular view? What do most people think the rest of us are doing? Right. So these are it's commonly believed these are the Gentile believers saved during the tribulation, as opposed to the Jewish 144,000. The quote, no man could number them, right? It's like countless converts from the Great Tribulation. They're martyrs who died rather than, take the mark of the beast. They're in heaven worshiping while tribulation continues on earth. All right. The Jehovah's Witnesses believe that this is the great crowd, quote unquote, great crowd who live on paradise earth. Right, so not in heaven. Right, they are distinct from and subordinate to the 144,000. This is the other sheep in John 10:16. Right, not a lot of people talk about John 10:16, do they? No.
No,
it's always John 3:16.
It's always John 3:16.
Yep. Yeah. And as for the Great Tribulation, right, this is verse 14, remember, this is the 7-year tribulation period with definite article in their interpretation, right? The 7-year tribulation, right? This proves the tribulation is a specific future event. These people are converts or martyrs during that specific period, right? And as for the sealing, right, protection from physical harm during tribulation judgments. Right, so they got a little like force field, prevents them from receiving the mark of the beast. It's visible or invisible, identifying them as God's property. Right.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that because we haven't seen that particular beast yet, I guess.
Right. Yeah. The beast.
The beast, not the 4 beasts.
Nope. We've
not
seen
the
that.
144,000 beasts.
Nope.
No, okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the history and the linguistic context of this, right? So Chapter 7 functions as a dramatic pause, answering the question from Chapter 6, verse 17, right? Who shall be able to stand, right? Answer, these people can stand, right? The sealed servants and the victorious multitude, right? So this structure is actually called a diptych. Have you heard of this, diptych?
I was called that every day on the playground. Yeah. Check out this diptych.
Right. And if you're from where Tim Waltz is, that'd be called a diptych.
Great.
Did you hear him say dipshit?
No.
He says it just like that. It was so it was like, yeah, dipshit.
But yeah, I've heard of triptychs a lot. So that is like a 3-panel screen. So
yes,
okay.
Yeah. So this is a diptych, which is just a 2-panel screen, right? So okay, panel 1, you got verses 1 through 8, right? John hears the number 144,000 from the tribes of Israel, right?
How does he hear it?
What do you mean? How does he hear it? With his ears.
No, I'm saying like that's the whole chapter is them counting those numbers.
That's why you need a diptych. So like these things need to happen like at the same time.
Right.
Otherwise we're going to be here forever, right? I know we're talking about eternity, but And then so panel 2, right? This is verses 9 through 17. John sees an innumerable multitude from all nations, right? So the hear/see pattern, right, is exactly like chapter 5. Remember, he hears lion and he sees lamb, right? It's a rhetorical device, right? Signaling, it's like what you hear and what you see are describing the same reality from different angles.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So, all right, let's talk about the 4, I almost said 4 angles, the 4 angels, right? Well, they're kind of, 4 different, east, south, north,
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4 angels and the 4 winds, right? So these are the 4 corners of the earth, right? So this is like Tessa, Razgo, Niasteskes, right? This is ancient cosmology language, right? It's not a claim that the earth is flat. It means the 4 cardinal directions, right? North, south, east, west, right? The whole earth, right?
Right. We knew the earth was round by now, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think
by 90 CE, right?
Yeah. I think we were still, it was obviously we still thought the universe was geocentric.
Right.
Right. But no, okay, that's interesting, right? When we say the 4 corners of the earth, right? I never even thought of that. Like that does. I never thought that like implied that the earth was flat. I always thought it was like I knew that was just like that's an idiom. That's a saying. But what they're saying is the 4 directions, like so east, west, north, south.
Right, into infinity. Well, one of the places I'm reading is Skeptics Annotated Bible. I get pretty annoyed with them because things that are clearly metaphors, they're like, oh, that's impossible or whatever.
Oh, are you about to drop like they make a comment about how people think the world is flat because of this?
They said no. There's some of it has been useful, but most of it just them laughing at the Bible, which we just did obviously as well. But the first annotation here is that John is saying that the world is flat because this corners thing, but that's just not true.
No.
I know. I need to stop reading these people.
Yeah. See, at least we like they're punching. Well, no, I guess they are punching up, aren't they? They're punching like the very upmost up.
Right, but we're trying to see what they're actually saying, what John is actually trying to say here, not just like what it sounds like to our modern ears.
Right. We're punching ourselves. 144,000 times. But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what it means. Like the four winds, right? Tesaras animos, right? And actually, yeah, in Jewish and ancient Near Eastern thought, winds brought destruction, judgment, warfare, right? So holding back the winds, right? Delaying judgment. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you kind of get that idea with the with the horsemen, again, we tend to remember them as all coming from the same area, like riding in four together. But if you read the text, it sounds more like they are coming out of everywhere.
Right.
Right. Maybe from four different directions in infinity.
Maybe they join up, but like right. Yeah. But yeah, let's compare this to Zechariah chapter 6, verse 5, right? The four spirits or the four winds of heaven, right, which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth, right? So we've seen this before, right? And then, yeah, as for the phrase, like, hurt not till we have sealed, right? So adike sete akrisra gisomen. So the Greek sphragizo, to seal, was used for sealing documents with wax and signet ring, right? So we talked about that. Marking slaves or soldiers with the owner's or the emperor's mark, and protecting something from tampering. So, well, I mean, you know, that third one kind of goes with the first one. But remember, like, way back in our Solomon season, right? And how he used, you know, Solomon's ring to kind of like seal the demons. And you would think, like, I guess like a modern reader would be reading that and would think like, it's like, oh, he kind of like, you know, sticks out his ring and they get like kind of like vacuumed into it, right? And they've been sealed. It's like, no, you know,
like a Pokeball, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, oh, I've sealed them, right, in my little poke ring, right? But so this is implying that no, he's like stamping them,
right?
Like with the symbol that is on the ring, like the symbol of God, right? And it's like, now I own you, right?
Right.
Okay, interesting.
Which is also not unlike what you would do, you know, at Passover, right? To mark your house with the little stamp, you know, with blood in that case. But like, hey, this is a safe house. Your Passover, this is the angel of death. Yeah,
exactly.
So here we have four angels, which might be. It does read here that they are messengers of destruction or messengers of reaping of souls or what have you, and then we've marked these 144,000 as being okay,
as being safe. Yeah,
right.
Or I don't want to, you know, compare it to something like kind of, you know, a little bit more base, but just, you know, like the branding of animals, you know.
Right, sure, absolutely.
Right, like of cattle and stuff like that. Yeah. But what about the historical context? So Roman soldiers were marked with the emperor's seal, or they had like a tattoo. And the sealing is, and so this sealing, this sealing in this chapter is, once again, counter-imperial, right? God's people are marked as belonging to God, not Caesar. Right? I like so far we've been going through all of these kind of like special, unique things. It's like, oh, you will be, you know, yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory and all of this stuff. And we've been finding out that this is kind of like more like a retaliatory like response. It's like a reply to just like, no. Yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory. As like implying that, you know, back then, like those were the exact like things said of Caesar.
Right.
Right. And now we're doing it again. We are sealing or branding or tattooing God's chosen. Right. In the same way that Caesar's people were sealed.
Right.
Yeah. And this verse, from the rising of the sun, right? Literally from the east, right? But in Jewish thought, this is where God's glory appears, right? Okay. So yeah, okay. So in Judaism and Islam, east is very, very important. Right. But yeah.
And Shinto.
And
other places.
And other places, yeah. But I was talking about, but actually, yeah, why not Christianity?
I don't know.
Or am I just really stupid? Is it also in Christianity?
I don't know.
I don't like
the sun list.
Yeah. Okay, but what about the 144,000 and from the tribes of Israel? So, all right, well, let's break it down. So we got 12 tribes times 12,000 each, right? So that's 144,000, right? 12 is the number of Israel, right? Like 12 tribes, 12 apostles, right?
Right, okay.
So 144,000 equals 12 times 12 times 1,000, like you said, Keenan, right? 1,000 equals completeness, like 7, like 12, but also like vast multitude in Jewish apocalyptic writing.
Okay.
So all of these numbers, which, okay, that also implies that these are like placeholders or stand-ins for maybe like actual numbers.
Okay, so again, like a whole
like
bunch.
40 days, 40 nights
right, exactly.
type thing. Possibly. Like so not exactly 144,000, but like this is like, you know, if we wanted to say like a lot, this is the number we would say.
Okay, so in modern days, like we read 144,000 people and we say that's not a whole lot of people.
Right.
But back then it might have been, this is a whole lot of people. So like the Lord is able to save a whole bunch of people, like so much more you couldn't even count them.
It's like more than 12? Yeah. More than 12, like 12
Right.
times 12.
Oh, right.
Times 1,000. Like what? Yeah.
Right. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know how big cities were back then, but yeah, here today, I mean, like most people listening have been in a city of 150,000 people and not even thought much of it. I think it's very, very small.
Yeah. It makes me think of what did Hook say in Hook? It was like, and your children's children, right? And just implying that like it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going after that, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
I did, but this seems counter to that. So I did want to look up, like, what was the biggest city on Earth in 100 CE? The answer, Rome.
Ah, okay.
And so that had about 1 million people in it. So I don't know if John would have known that. I don't know how well they kept numbers, but yeah. So so that does seem still rather small. But I guess like a whole chunk of Rome, which seems like incomparably large, and to say like the true Israelites within it will be saved. That's still a huge chunk of it.
Yeah. And we're talking about Rome the city and not Rome the empire.
Rome the city, yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, folks, this number screams this is symbolic, not arithmetic, right? It represents the fullness of God's people, not a literal head count. All right. Okay. But let's talk about this tribal list. Something is very wrong. If you know the 12 tribes of Israel. This
Which
list
I don't at all.
Well, I do. Let's see. Hang on.
All right.
I'm gonna say the whole thing.
Okay.
Reuben was the first of the children of Israel, and Simeon and Levi were next in line. Naphtali and Issachar and Asher and Dan, and Zebulun and Gad took the total to 9. Jacob and sons. Benjamin and Judah, which left only 1. Jacob and sons. Joseph, Jacob's favorite son. Okay, so
all right.
So we said all of those.
Yeah. So I trusted the King James Bible more than Andrew Lloyd Webber, but I guess that's not correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that weird?
Okay.
So in the King James Bible, in what we just read, folks, Dan is missing. Dan. The whole time. Yeah. So yeah, he's one of. So that's one of the original 12 tribes. Okay. Completely forgotten, completely omitted. Right.
Okay.
Levi is included. Right. Levi was the priestly tribe, usually not counted among the 12 landholding tribes. Both Joseph and Manasseh are listed, but Manasseh was Joseph's son.
No, we don't have him in the musical, I guess.
Right. Yeah, he's not.
Okay,
right.
Great.
This has all happened before. Right. So I mean, usually you list either Joseph or his 2 sons, right? Ephraim and Manasseh. Right. Not both. And Ephraim is missing. Joseph's other son, right? Okay. So one of the most prominent tribes, or is it Ephraim?
That sounds really nice.
That sounds better. Yeah,
I like that.
I don't want to say that sounds better and then find out that. No, but that sounds equally good. Yeah,
there are people named Ephraim, right?
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Ephraim sounds great.
Ephraim, yeah, I like that. But yeah, so why these inconsistencies, right?
All right. Well, I know nothing about that because I just took it that at face value that those were the 12 tribes because the Bible was telling me so.
The readers of. The first readers of Revelation would know, right? Even without the musical, they would have a better handle on this.
They must, yes.
So they would have their ears would have perked up too. They'd be like, "Hey," it's like, "Where's Dan?" It's like Ephraim, and then somebody leans over and says, "Actually, it's Ephraim."
Yeah. How come you never see Dan and Ephraim at the same time?
Yeah. Okay, but yeah. So. A couple of theories, right, about Dan's absence. So Jewish tradition sometimes associated Dan with idolatry. So this is in Judges chapter 18. So this is where Jeroboam set up golden calves in Dan. So like the tribe of Dan or the city, right? Some Jewish texts, testaments of the 12 patriarchs, associated Dan with the Antichrist.
Oh, so a Jewish Antichrist.
Yeah.
We should look into that for some other
that's actually get a whole separate episode, right? Because that's like that would be like the anti-Mashiach, right? Ooh, okay. I want to know about that. And Dan's omission also may be John's way of saying this isn't a literal tribal census. I think that's the weakest thing.
Right, yeah.
Like that's
if
the
you're
weakest
trying to say
theory.
that John never errs or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. And why? Okay, so why leave out Dan, why include Levi, right? So in the New Covenant, all of God's people are priests, right? So in the 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9, and then also Revelation 1, verse 6, and then 5, verse 10. So including Levi emphasizes the priestly nature of the whole community. So like using Levi is like, and Levi, and everyone's like, it's like, oh, that's like everybody then, right? But like the main point, right, the bigger point they're trying to make, right, this is a theologically constructed list, right, not a literal census, right? John is using the 12 tribes symbolically to represent the fullness of God's people, right, not limiting it to ethnic Jews or any other ethnic group.
Okay,
right?
That's interesting. I saw that, we put in this big old list here. I had seen that some people were looking at like the order as being important, but I hadn't thought the rest of it, right? Because the first person listed is Judah. Right. And so that's like, putting Judah first was making a statement in this interpretation I was reading about how that's the important one because that is where that's the tribe where the Messiah is supposed to come from. Right. Judah is where we get the name for Jew and Jewish from. And then they also have the Lion of Judah.
Right.
So that's
which
like,
is Jesus, Or the Christ,
the Christ, So like, putting that in Revelation where we're going to be hearing the lion and then seeing the lamb, right? Like that's why we're putting Judah first. I don't know anything about why we put the other ones in any other order whatsoever. So that was the only thing I saw. Yeah. I mean, it might just be like maybe not arbitrary, but just like that's how it had been passed down. It's like everybody knows that that like this one goes after this one or whatever. Yeah, and to go and. So we're messing with the list. That might explain why we have to say this 12 times. Okay. The tribe of Judah were still 12,000. The tribe of Reuben were still 12,000, etc. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe if John is doing it on purpose, that's the reason why. I don't know if he is doing it on purpose, but
yeah, right. But yeah, like compare this to James chapter 1 verse 1, right? To the 12 tribes scattered abroad, right? So
love it. Very clear, very clean.
Right? Clearly addressing Jewish Christians, right? Using like 12 tribes as a way to speak to God's people. Right.
End of sentence, end of paragraph.
Yep. Right. Now, but are these ethnic Jews or are they symbolic, right? The scholarly census is that they are symbolic, and here is why. The 10 northern tribes were lost, right? After the Assyrian conquest, this is in 722 BCE, by the 1st century, no one could identify who belonged to most of these tribes, right? A literal sealing from each tribe would be impossible. The tribal list is intentionally wrong, right? So the oddities like Dan missing, Levi included, right? Joseph, Manasseh, confusion. These all signal this is theological symbolism, not ethnic genealogy, right? And you got Paul's definition, right, of Israel, right? This is from Romans chapter 2, verses 28 to 29, right? He is not a Jew who is one outwardly, he is a Jew who is one inwardly, right? And Romans chapter 9, verse 6, right? Not all Israel are of Israel, right? And then Galatians chapter 3, verse 29, if you are Christ's, then you are Abraham's seed. Okay. Right? So all of these saying that you do not have to be ethnically Jewish, right? Or ethnically of Israel, right? So yeah, the pattern of this book, Revelation constantly redefines Jewish imagery, right? The lion is a lamb. The temple is believers. Jerusalem comes from heaven. So like why would these 12 tribes be any different? Why would they suddenly be literal, right? And we got the hear/see pattern again, right? John hears 144,000 from Israel's tribes, and then he sees an uncountable multitude from all nations, right? So these are two descriptions of the same group from different angles, right? Like just like hearing lion and seeing lamb in chapter 5. Okay. Yeah, right? So, okay, what this 144,000 represents, according to scholars, right? The complete, sealed, protected people of God, right? Those who belong to him, marked as his, preserved through tribulation, right? This includes Jewish and Gentile believers, the whole church, the full number of the faithful, right? So it's not a quota or a limit. It's a symbolic way of saying the full complement, right? None missing, the complete people of God. Right? So that's the 144,000. Now, once again, right, that includes from every ethnicity, from every every tribe, every nation, right? Like geographical nation, but like also metaphorical or symbolic nation, right?
Right. People living in Judea who are not ethnically Jewish. Right.
Yeah. I would also count I mean, this is my interpretation, but like believers and non-believers, right? Like of whatever faith, but just like being, people of God in God's eyes, right? Like doing good and, and loving your neighbor and all that. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about this great tribulation, right? So this is, let's see, this is tes Philipseos tes megales. Right. So the article tes is here, but this doesn't necessarily mean like a specific technical period, right? It's the great tribulation that they have been experiencing, right? Intense, severe persecution, right? So we compare this to Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, great tribulation, right? Philipsis megale, right? Referring to the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 CE, right? So, not a far future event, right?
Let me do this math. 70 CE, 90 CE. Yeah, that already happened.
Yeah. It's like, it already happened like 144,000 years ago. Yeah. Right. But no, like contextually, right? Like these are Christians who have come through the intense persecution they are experiencing under Rome. People like the martyrs under the altar, right? Remember we talked about in chapter 6, verses 9 to 11. Like Antipas, that was in chapter 2, verse 13, and like the faithful in Smyrna facing prison and death. Right. So yeah, so this isn't like they're coming through a future tribulation. This is they came through tribulation, right? Like past tense, accomplished, done, right? Yeah. Interesting thing also, like the idea that, so they're washing their robes in the blood of the Lamb, right? And I mean, like you think about it, it's like blood usually stains, right? It doesn't whiten, right?
Right, but this is specifically that, yeah. They make them white in the blood of the Lamb.
Yeah, right. It's very, very interesting. Yeah. So yeah, what does this mean, right? Purity doesn't come from their own righteousness, right? But from the Lamb's sacrifice, right? The white robes represent victory through faithful witness, just like the Lamb, right? They're clean not because they avoided suffering, but because they went through it faithfully, united with the Lamb's death. Right? This is kind of like what would you call it? Like a foreshadowing of Revelation chapter 12, right? That's we're going to get to that a little later. But like they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, right? They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death, right? The Lamb. So the Lamb's blood, unlike regular blood, is cleansing, right? And purifying, all right? So yeah, and then we got, this promise at the very end, right? Because they came through the tribulation faithfully, they receive eschatological, Jesus Christ. They receive blessings. All right.
End time fulfillment, end time blessings, yes.
Yes. I tried to say eschatological.
Now you can when you're not.
Well, no, even when I say it correctly, yeah, right. Under the sword, yeah. But yeah, like so quote, before the throne, right? Serve him day and night in his temple, right?
They serve him day and night in the temple, and then he on the throne dwells amongst them. Like I could see how you might think that this refers to the Garden of Eden idea of like this is also happening on Earth. But yeah, I think that it's meant to say that he, the creator or the God who takes them through the tribulations at this point, kind of sees himself as part of them a little, right? Like he's dwelling among them,
right? Like we become one with with him, yeah,
right,
yeah. And a lot of this stuff, like as we were reading, right? They shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore, right? Neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat, right? Like this is echoing Isaiah, right? So these are callbacks to established phrases as well, right? Yeah, and then we have I actually really like this this phrasing, right? The Lamb shall feed them, right? So to our neon, pomeneautus, right? So like that word, right? Pomeanio, like shepherd. The Lamb is the shepherd.
Okay,
becoming the shepherd, and also, I mean, I didn't see this in any of the other iterations, but like you think, like you read that just by itself, the Lamb shall feed them. The first thing I think of is like eating lamb.
Yes.
And that also goes with like kind of like the sacrificial nature of this lamb.
Right.
But then it could also be like a shepherd feeding sheep. So the lamb could be like a lamb we gain sustenance from, or it could be a master of sheep.
Yeah, I wondered about that because I don't know how the Greek originally is supposed to be, but right, like the body of Christ is supposed to feed you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that might be Well, I was going to say that might be an unintentional, like extra, but no, of course it was intentional.
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, like a lot of this stuff, right? Lead them unto living fountains of waters, right? This is, this echoes Psalm 23, verse 2, right? Lead me beside still waters, right? Or Isaiah 49:10, right? So all of this stuff, like all of these phrases, God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, right? This phrase appears again in chapter 21, verse 4, right? This is the vision of the new Jerusalem, right? So this is basically talking about like complete comfort, end of sorrow.
All right.
So yeah.
When we get back to the New Jerusalem, we'll see more math. Hooray!
So okay, let's do a little recap. So the popular reading, chapter 7 is an interlude showing two groups during the tribulation, right? One is the 144,000 literal Jewish evangelists sealed and protected, and two, a countless number of Gentile converts and martyrs from the tribulation, right? And the Great Tribulation is the specific 7-year period of, I guess, like hell on earth, right? With the Antichrist ruling and everything, right?
Like the tribulation, right?
The tribulation, right? And the sealing protects from physical harm during judgments, right? Jehovah's Witnesses uniquely claim the 144,000 is a literal cap on who gets to go to heaven. Right. Yeah. But scholarly reading, right? Chapter 7 answers chapter 6, verse 17's question, who can stand, right? With a 2-panel vision of the same group, right? It's God's people who remain faithful through persecution, right? So John hears 144,000 from Israel's tribes, right? And then he sees the same group as an uncountable multitude from all nations, right? So the reality, right? Countless faithful from every ethnicity, right? The tribal lists oddities, like, so kind of the inconsistencies of the tribal list, right? Like, so Dan is missing, or Levi is included, right? Or the Joseph, Manasseh thing, right? This signal that this is theological symbolism. It's not literal genealogy, right?
Right. I guess it makes sense if it's a well-known list, right?
Yes.
Right. It'd be like Alabama and Alaska, California, Arkansas. And you'd be like, what? That's not right.
Yeah. Right.
That's out of order.
Yeah. So it would be like, Alabama, Alaska, and Connecticut.
Connecticut and more.
Yeah. Connecticut and more. Yeah.
That's not right.
Or, like Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and the 3 other of the 7 archangels. Yeah.
Mickey, Goofy, Donald.
And again, right? So scholars say that the Great Tribulation, right, refers to the intense persecution first century Christians were experiencing under Rome, not a specific future period, right? These are people who have come through tribulation, past tense, having washed their robes white through faithful witness, united with the Lamb's sacrificial death, right? So the sealing marks them as God's people, not Caesar's, protecting their faithfulness, right? The vision promises those who endure persecution will stand vindicated before God's throne. Hunger, thirst, suffering has ended, right? Tears wiped away. They will be shepherded by the Lamb himself, right? So for 90s CE Christians, yes, right? More of you will die, but you will stand, right? So just hold on, just stay true. Yeah.
Only 90s Christian kids will know.
Right. Take this test. Which of the 4 horsemen are you?
Zack, Slater, Screech, or Lisa.
Yeah. Or death.
Right. Lisa brings death with her.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, okay. So yeah, this was I am enjoying these more modern readings of
Me
this.
too. Yeah. It's so far. Again, I keep waiting for it to turn and be like indefensibly like terrible and because it does get violent and awful. So I'm just waiting for when that is. We're 7 chapters into this so far.
Yeah. So knock on wood. Knock on wormwood. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Like that season is coming up. Screw tape letters. First, we got to get some Mark Twain up in here. Yeah. But folks, for now, this has been another episode of The Devil's Details. I've been Lester Ryan Clark. You can summon me on all the socials as Lester Ryan Clark.
And I've been Keenan Diaz. You can invoke me on Instagram and Letterboxd as Howdy Keenan.
Yeah, find more of our shows and other really cool podcasts at truestory.fm, or feel free to drop us a message at Banana for Scale Mail, that's MAIL, @gmail.com. We got our Facebook listener group, Banana for Scale. That's a community for all of our shows, including this one. It's a private group, but just request to join, and we'll let you into the Infernal family. If you'll want more, consider joining us at truestory.fm/join, and look for Banana for Scale. That's us. You get bonus episodes of all our shows, access to our Discord, and you get your episodes a week early. Pretty cool, just $5. We'll Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? We're not even asking for your souls. Just give us a 5 pentagram rating on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to our show. That and sharing the show by word of mouth or on social media is going to help our little podcast grow and find more cool people like you. All right, folks, until next week, love and hisses. Mwah. Just like off topic, what's Disney doing with Donald nowadays?
What are they doing with Donald nowadays?
No, I'm just wondering. Like, is he out and about? Is are people, watching episodes like Donald, right? Like, or have they
canceled? What do you mean?
I don't know. I just have they quietly put him away for now? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
No, why?
Keenan,
why?
Like how Harpo Marx changed his name from Adolf to I think it was Arthur.
Oh no!
So is Donald getting a lot of?
Oh, he's still around.
Really? Okay.
There's some people who want to put Donald away, but no luck yet.
There's a lot of people.
Teflon Donald Duck, they call him.
Yeah.
No, I have not made that connection before about Donald Duck.
He's the other famous Donald.
He used to be the most famous Donald in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be. Yeah. There was that one short film where he goes to jail. There's another one where he goes to hell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's one where he learns to be a good person. No, there isn't.
I would really like to get into heaven. But I don't know if I will. Don't know if I will, folks.
He said that?
Uh-huh.
No. I know. I know the answer. No, who am I to assume? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
Have you ever wanted to dive deeper into the horror movies you love? Beyond the Blood is a horror podcast for fans who want more than just surface-level screams. We do deep dives into the movies that shaped us, digging into director commentaries, behind-the-scenes stories, deleted scenes, and the special features that most people skip. Each episode is a love letter to the genre. We break down how these films were made, the creative risks that paid off or didn't, and the lasting impact they've had on the genre as a whole. From 70s slashers to modern nightmares, we celebrate the craft, chaos, and characters that keep us coming back. If you're the kind of fan who rewatches movies with the commentary on, or you simply grew up in the video store horror aisle, the Beyond the Blood podcast was made for you. New episodes every single week. Subscribe, and let's dig deep. Welcome to the Beyond the Blood podcast.